Good afternoon, my friends and family. I want to talk just for a moment about fear. So, fear, when we're little, seems really extreme. So, what does that mean? When we're little and things scare us, literally our whole body is terrified. We don't have the ability to self-regulate. We don't have the ability to calm ourselves down. We don't have the ability to ask about other information to know if things, whatever it is I'm feeling, is actually dangerous or not, if it's going to destroy my life. To a baby, when fear comes up, it's literally a life or death thing. So if people get pickled in a lot of fear growing up in their first 5 to 7 years, then most of the time what will happen is throughout their life, fear is often making decisions for them. And that's a trap that gets people in trouble. So today I want you to think about, where do you make decisions based on fear rather than like a calmness and a centeredness, and asking yourself the question, what do I actually want? All right, so when we're little, and let's say our parents are unskilled and they control us a lot, we actually start getting out of touch with our own needs and wants. So that exasperates fear even more. So one of the things you can do, try this exercise. So think of something like a decision you need to make, or something that kind of scares you a little bit, but you know you need to do it. So pick a hand that represents fear. Let's say it's a left hand. And the other hand represents curiosity and exploration. So just stop and think of that thing that's fearful, and then notice where your breath is. Notice what you're feeling in your body. Like, develop a mind map of what fear actually feels like. Remember, emotions are happening 3 to 5 times faster than your thought process. So by the time you recognize you're afraid, you've already been afraid. You've already drawn conclusions, made inferences and assumptions that are happening already. So, of course, that leads to bad decisions down the road. So what we want is a practice to go, oh, wait a minute, I'm feeling fearful right now. Maybe it's a feeling, a sensation where your breath is. If you're breathing high, your chances are pretty high you're in fear. All right, so you pick a hand, you go, okay, my left hand, I'm afraid. Here's what fear feels like. And you just track it. You just breathe. You might even take a big breath to discharge some of that energy. And then go to the other hand and say, what do I want? Or maybe it's calmness. Maybe over here you go, oh yeah, that feels calm. I'm feeling calmer. Then you magnify calmness. Where's calmness in my body? And go back over to fear and say, oh yeah, there it is. Feel that. Change, go over here and say, oh yeah, calmness. Or what do I want? Oh yeah, what I'm wanting is this. All right, so the goal is to discern between those two states of mind, those two energies, and then throughout your day, just notice when you're making decisions, is it coming from fear? In this case, our little example here, is it coming from my left hand, or am I in a space of calmness and knowing what I want? Sometimes I remember back in the beginning when I was super out of touch with my wants and needs, I had to make a lot of mistakes, but I knew, like, okay, here's what I want, and I'm willing to suffer the consequences of making this choice. And in time, eventually I started trusting myself more and more, and those decisions became easier and easier. So today would be a really good day to start that process, getting familiar with fear, getting familiar with wants and needs. What do I want? What do I need? What's calmness feel like? And then you're making decisions from a much healthier place. All right, many blessings. Of course, if you think that this resonates with you and could help others, feel free to repost to your feed, or let your friends know about it. That really helps me, helps the cause, and helps the world to become a better place. Many blessings. I will look forward to you in the next video. Bye.